Joe is from YoChicago. I'm in a gorgeous home in Northfield with Geno Benvenuti, who's the architectural designer of choice for many on the North Shore. And we were talking about some trends that you've seen recently, Gino.
Hi, Joe. Well, quite honestly, we are sitting in the room that has really changed the American life, home life, the kitchen. You know, it's funny, 30 years ago, we remodeled kitchens for clients for $30,000. Today...
you don't look that old, Gino.
Well, I am. I started young, let me put it that way. But today, clients spend $30,000 for a kitchen, for just the appliances in the kitchen, and quite often they don't even cook. Today, the kitchen really defines who we are. It is the statement that we make about ourselves. And one of the best changes is the fact that kitchens have gotten bigger so that there is enough room for a kitchen island. Now, what the kitchen island has done for the average American home, it has been to segregate the space so that you can have a working cooking area, you can have a prep area, you can have a space to do homework, you can have a space to do reading, open mail. It is the central, it is the heart of the home, and the kitchen island has certainly helped make that possible. The other trend that I see is the diminishing importance of the dining room. The dining room, once a formal space built into every home, served its purpose for hundreds of years in the traditional American home. In this day and age, no one really has the time to prepare an elaborate meal, and schedules just make life very difficult.
That's why caterers were invented. It's,
True, but not everyone can afford a caterer. Usually, and quite frankly, no one's around to have the meal because their schedules are so busy. So, yeah, we're seeing the spaces open up. The formality is really a thing of the past in most homes, and you know, and I see that trend continuing. More open floor plans, more open living spaces is really what the American homeowner wants. What it does, it just creates a more relaxed space for people to get away from their hectic daily lives. Today, you know, life is much more complex than it was years ago, and people want to just come home and, as they say in California, just chill.
I see a lot of people repurposing the living room into a different function these days too.
Well, to tell you the truth, the living room, again, is another traditional American room that in this day and age tends to be more of a room to walk through to get to the real living spaces. And you know, they may be decorated nicely, but they're seldom used. So in time, they will, in newer homes, as a matter of fact, living rooms are sort of out. Perhaps there's a sitting room, a library, or a den that will have a new purpose, that will have a purpose other than just a beautifully decorated room. So living rooms too will also follow the same path as the dining room and the other rooms that no longer fit the American home and need.
Master suites seem to have changed dramatically over the last 10 years too.
Well,
seem to be going very much over the top.
Well, interestingly enough, I think the over the top occurred back in the 80s, when suddenly all the new technology that came about afforded afforded people the need to have more space. Now, in terms of master suite, yeah, this day and age, quite frankly, I haven't had too many requests for 2,000 square foot master suites. Especially, I think today, people want space that they value, and that's how they invest their money in their homes, not as an investment that will enhance the value of the home. It's their own personal comfort is what they're investing in. And so Master Suite is coming back into a proper scale with the home.
At what point in the process do you become involved? Are you working primarily with existing homeowners, or do you work with people who are looking to buy?
Very often we work with existing homeowners that want to redo what they have. I very often get calls from agents that I work with or that know of our work that have homeowners that are interested in looking at what the possibilities may be for a residence. And what I do, and I'm happy to do, is go out and meet the folks and take a look at what it is that they may have in mind and offer my opinion or my thoughts on how the home can be made better or to meet their needs. I find that sometimes the most obvious isn't really the answer, and that if one, with my experience, there are a variety of ways of making a space work or a home work that may not be obvious. So we do that quite often for folks.
Gino, thank you for taking the time to visit with me.
My pleasure, Joe.